Happy Halloween, everyone! Did you know people once wore costumes to scare away ghosts they believed roamed on Halloween night? The idea was to pretend that you're one of them so that they don't hurt you. And today it's a fun thing, a fun tradition, and and it's not very consistent because people literally dress up as anything. Spider-Man, Superman. But anyways, Halloween originated from the ancient Celtic festival Samhain. Samhain. If you're Irish, correct me. The spelling is Samhain, but it's actually not pronounced Samhain, it's Samhain. If you're Irish, do comment down because I really need to confirm that. Trick-or-treating evolved from the medieval tradition sowing where homeless people would knock your door for food and they would pray for your loved ones who's dead, basically. So it was a wholesome tradition. Now it's just a childish thing. But I wish adults could do that too, because I would love to participate. The first jack-o'-lanterns were carved from turnips, not pumpkins. Americans changed it because pumpkins are bigger and easy to carve. And that's pretty logical. And it's pretty iconic at this moment. I don't think turnip would work as something iconic. Okay, I think I told you enough facts. It's time to read you some stories. Let me put my glasses on. Don't worry, my eyes are okay. It's just to protect my already strong eyes. They're blue filter glasses, and I think every one of you should have a pair because you're using your phones, computers. So to protect your eyes, you should have one of these, for sure. Okay, time for the next story. Enjoy. In 1970s, twin sisters June and Jennifer Gibbons were born in Wales. From an early age, they were inseparable, almost unnaturally so. They mirrored each other's movements, finished each other's sentences, and spoke in a strange secret language no one else could understand. At school, teachers noticed something unsettling. The twins refused to talk to anyone else. Not their classmates, not their parents, no one. They'd move in perfect sync, communicating only with glances, whispers, and that private language that even linguists couldn't fully decode. As they grew older, their silence deepened. They spent nearly all their time locked in their room, writing dark stories about violence, death, and twisted love. Their diaries revealed a disturbing obsession with each other. Love and hate intertwined. Each twin wrote that the other had to die for one to truly live. Eventually, their strange behavior led to minor crimes, vandalism, theft, even arson. They were sent to Broadmoor Hospital, one of the most famous psychiatric institutions in the UK. Their doctors noticed something chilling. When separated, they would shut down completely, refuse to eat or move. When reunited, they became eerily calm, as if sharing one consciousness, as if they're two bodies, but one soul. Then one day in 1993, something changed. Jennifer told June very calmly, "It's time for me to die. It's time for me to die." Hours later, on their way to a new facility, Jennifer suddenly collapsed in June's lab. She was pronounced dead. Her heart had simply stopped. No drugs, no poison, no medical explanation. After Jennifer's death, June began to speak, freely, normally, for the first time in her life. She later said, "We had decided one of us had to die so the other could live. No one ever understood what truly bound or cursed those two sisters." Bats became linked to Halloween because of bonfire that attracts insects, and bats followed. Black cats are seen as symbols of witchcraft and bad luck in many cultures. That's very sad. Okay, the color orange and black represents harvest and death. I think you would have guessed it anyways. Halloween is the second largest commercial holiday in the US after Christmas. Okay, time for the next story. Halloween night 2001. A 21-year-old girl student named Cindy Song, yeah, her last name was Song, went to a costume party near Penn State University. She was dressed as a bunny, pink outfit, white bunny ears, and a fluffy tail. Pretty furry, I know. She partied with friends, laughed, took photos, and around 2 a.m. a friend dropped her off at her apartment. That was the last time anyone ever saw her. Yeah, you know it was coming. When police checked her home, her purse, phone, and false eyelashes were all inside. Signs that she'd made it back safely. But her keys were missing. Her front door was unlocked. And she was gone, of course. No signs of struggle, no screams, no witnesses. Everything looks very tidy up. At first, people thought she might have run away. But Cindy had just decorated her apartment for Christmas, bought gifts, and made plans. She wasn't going anywhere. Her relationship was very healthy with everyone, so why would she do that? Then months later, an informant claimed a man confessed to kidnapping and killing a woman on Halloween night. Was it Cindy? And even said he kept her bunny ears as a trophy. But before police could confirm the story, that informant's source vanished. To this day, Cindy Song's body has never been found. She simply disappeared right after Halloween night. And every year, people still whisper about the girl in the bunny costume, who never came back home. What do you think? What happened exactly? A full moon on Halloween is rare. The last one was in 2020. The word Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day. I think Art the Clown debuted in the movie All Hallows Eve. Correct me if I'm wrong. Halloween night, 1974. Kids in Texas run through the street, laughing, chasing candy and ghosts. 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien is one of them, trick-or-treating with his dad, Ronald. When they get home, Ronald hands him a special treat. By the way, it's a true story. I don't think I have to tell you always if it's true or not. You can figure it out. But if you have any questions, always ask. And drop a like if you're enjoying so far. Okay, so where was I? When they get home, Ronald hands him a special treat. A giant pixie sticks. Timothy whips it open. Sweet powder hits his tongue. And a second later, he starts choking. He collapses. By the time they reach the hospital, he's gone. Doctors find cyanide in his blood, enough to kill a grown man. Police panic, letting someone's poisoning Halloween candy. But when they trace it back, they find the truth is worse. It was his father. Ronald had taken out life insurance policies on his kid and poisoned his own son for the money. He tried to blame a stranger, but no one bought it. They called him the Candyman. And ever since that night, parents all over America have checked their kids' candy because of one man who turned Halloween into horror. Spiders are Halloween symbols because they were believed to watch over witches or appear when spirits are near. Seeing your reflection in a dark mirror on Halloween was once thought to reveal your future spouse. Interesting. The first mass-produced Halloween costume appeared in the 1930s. The most popular Halloween candy of all time is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, in the US of course. Zombies became part of Halloween culture after being popularized by horror films in the mid-1900s. On a cold October night, the White family sat by the fire when a friend arrived with something strange in his hand. A dried, twisted monkey's paw. Gross, I know. He said it could grant 3 wishes, but each one came with a terrible price. They laughed at first. It sounded like nonsense, but later that night, the father, curious and greedy like a typical man, made a wish for money. The next day, their son went to work and never came back home. He was caught in a factory accident. The company sent them £200 in a compensation, the exact amount they wished for. Days later, his wife, broken with grief, begged her husband to use the second wish to bring their son back. That night, someone knocked at the door. 3 slow knocks. The mother rushed to open it, but the father grabbed the paw and made the final wish. When she opened the door, there was nothing, just the cold night air and the empty road. Silence, and nobody is there. And there was a sign that says, "Be careful what you wish for. The monkey's paw always takes more than it gives." Since you're still watching, I hope you already dropped a like, by the way. The original Halloween movie 1978 was filmed on a very low budget. The mask Michael Myers wears is a painted Captain Kirk mask. In Ireland, Halloween is still celebrated much like Samhain, with bonfires and old folk tradition. Candies and windows were once meant to guide lost spirits back to the afterlife on Halloween night. In the quiet, fog-drenched village of Sleepy Hollow, there lived a nervous schoolteacher named Ichabod Crane. I don't know if I said the name correctly because I often mispronounce names, so I apologize. He had heard the stories, the legend of a phantom rider, a headless horseman, cursed to roam the earth on Halloween night. They said he was the ghost of a soldier who'd lost his head to a cannonball. And every year, he returned to search for a new one. One cold October night, Ichabod rode home through the forest. The trees groaned above him, The moon barely lit the road. Then he heard it. Hoofbeats. Getting closer. He turned, and there it was. A rider clothed in black, with no head, only a burning pumpkin in its place. Ichabod kicked his horse, racing through the dark. The horseman behind him, silent but relentless. At the old bridge, Ichabod looked back one last time. Just as the horseman threw his fiery pumpkin straight at him. The next morning, they found his hat and a shattered pumpkin. Some say Ichabod fled the town in fear, but others whisper that the headless horseman finally found his head. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the stories. Tell me which one you enjoyed so far. And if you have any personal experience, do share that also. And Christmas is coming soon, so how about you watch this? Even though it's from the last year, but why not? And I'll see you next time. Adios.